Right there. That's an exclusive Orion, aka Brass Balls, joint for all of y'all. That's the Silver Tongue original track. I never released that, and that beat was produced by Name Brand, and I had never released it. As a matter of fact, that shit's not even fully mixed. I had released the remix, like I was telling you, when we're on the break. The remix, I had released it on Balls to the Wall, and it was over a Pharaoh Monch beat.
That's dope. That's dope.
I was like, fuck it, man.
I knew right away. I was like, damn, that's some old shit. You was like, yup. I was like, oh damn, I could still. It's just crazy how you could still hear the style, right? Like you could still hear that. You hear something and you be like, oh shit, that's this guy from back in the day. You go, oh fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was you know what I mean? That was an era where I was pretty sure of myself and how I should sound, but I wasn't like fully. I wasn't like where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With how I lay my... I feel
confidence?
Like... No, not in... I was confident. Uh-huh. I was confident, but it's just... what's the word? Accurate. More accurate with how I wanted particular lines to land. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm more accurate now.
Right.
But I was more confident then than I was 3 years prior to that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like dope MCs, you gradually get better with time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Especially if you're hungry and and
you study your craft.
You still haven't gotten yours.
Yeah, and you study your craft too.
You study your craft. Yeah. And a lot of times when people say, "Oh, like the first album's the dope one, and then after that you fall off."
Yeah, the sophomore slump.
That may be the case for if you blow up off your first album because. Maybe you hit lightning in a bottle that first time, and it happened too fast before you could realize how you did it.
Yeah,
and that's why that happens. I feel with some artists that come out with their first album, they blow the fuck up. The shit goes platinum, and then the next two albums are kind of like duds, or they fly under, and they can't get back to that because they didn't work towards that. Sometimes.
But let me ask you this. But let me ask you this: do you think that that's something that we see more? That you see more of today or more back in the day? Like I feel like what you're saying, like as far as like somebody blowing up in the beginning and then the other albums, like that sophomore slump, I feel like we saw that a lot back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like late 90s, the 2000s. Like I feel like there was a lot of that, mainly because rap was still, transitioning was new, and it's like some shit comes out and they just throw money at it. Like, oh shit, this fucking shit goes. Like when you hear some of these people talk about the video budgets that they have for back in the day, it's fucking crazy. I mean,
right.
Especially when you take into consideration now, we could do a video right now with an iPhone, 3 iPhones, and fucking edit that shit the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know if I see it so much as that. I do think it's a different time. I think albums are just the way people intake them is differently than back in the days. So, the thing with back in the days is you released your debut and 3-4 years later you released your sophomore. Mm-hmm. So then there's the anticipation has grown so much for the sophomore effort that if it comes out and just doesn't do as or isn't quite as there as the debut, people shit on it. Perfect example is Nas It Was Written. To me, Nas It Was Written is like, I'd rather listen to Nas It Was Written over Illmatic. Illmatic is a classic to me. Yeah. I love Illmatic. I love every song on it.
Yeah.
But It Was Written to me just takes me to a different space. It's a different fucking movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But a lot of people shitted on it. I couldn't understand.
One was like late teen. The other one's like early adulthood. But it definitely both classics. And even I Am was dope too. I Am was dope. And then after that is when he kind of
hated on with I Am a little too.
Yeah, but
not as much as after Nostradamus.
Yeah. Well, that's when he kind of started to fall off. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because it's like the worst thing in the world is to see your I don't want to say heroes, but I'm gonna say it because just for lack of a better term, right? Because it's like people that you're like, fuck, this guy's amazing. Oh shit, he dropped another one. Fucking amazing. What's he gonna do next? And then it's like,
Well, yeah, if you look at Eminem, Slim Shady LP, classic. Yeah. Marshall Mathers LP, classic.
Yeah.
Eminem show.
Yeah, they start to teeter
what I
off.
mean?
Yeah,
Started to teeter off.
Even the new one. The thing is with Eminem is like he has some songs. It's almost worth just listening for the certain bars that he drops. You're like, fuck, this guy's fucking. His writing is fucking crazy.
Right.
But then you'll hear some songs and you'll be like, skip forward. I don't need to hear this. Like this song is a filler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did this because he had to. I guess I don't know.
Some people said that shit about Onyx. Like, Back the Fuck Up was, like, supposed to be their classic. And that everything after that, people were like, oh, they fell off. Like, some people. To me, Onyx got better. Like, Back the Fuck Up is dope. And it's got its place in 93 and all that shit. But the one that came, All We Got Is Us, that came right after it, shit is grimy.
The only thing with me...
And then Shut 'Em Down.
Well, I mean, the only thing with me with, and I'm not talking about them individually, right? Because individually they're crazy, right? Sticky Fingers, Fredro, but it's just
Sun Z's.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes like when people use a gimmick, right? It's like it's hard to get away from that. You get stuck behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Onyx was holding on. They were the last ones holding on to the shouting hooks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, Black Moon, like End of the Stage, had all the shouting hooks, like literally on almost every song. Onyx was like also doing that shit, and Shut 'Em Down still had.
And yo,
Shut 'em down! Shut 'em down! Shut 'em down! Bro, this is like 2000. Like this is what 1999. Like the last ones, dog, holding on.
Yeah.
To like, yo, we can still shout on hooks, guys.
Yeah. All
it
black,
works.
all black
Don't
Tims.
let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Had a bunch of rock motherfuckers in there. Had a rock version of the song. You guys can master this. It's all good.
Well, the song that they had with Biohazard on the Judgment Night soundtrack, if you haven't heard that, the Judgment Night. You remember that movie Judgment Night?
Of course,
right?
yeah.
Yo, shout out to my brothers DJ3 and Old Head Ed. We got to review Judgment Night soon, but Judgment Night.
Oh, yo, I love how you be doing that.
The search for the 5 mic soundtrack.
Yo, because let me tell you, ever since I seen you do that shit, I'm like, damn, which one really was the best one? Because pretty much all the ones that you mentioned as a DJ, I have on wax. And I'm like, I've played a song off of all of these, you know, at least one song off of all of these. Right. But to let it ride, I don't know, man. That's hard, bro.
Well, if you're DJing, you're not going to...
No. I'm talking about the crib, because remember...
At the crib?
Yeah, because I'll just let it... When I first get it, when I used to get wax, I got to let it ride. I got to listen to the whole thing.
Soul in the Hole is the one that we nominated.
Soul in the Hole was dope.
It's a 5 mic.
That's the one that you said it's a 5 mic one?
It's a 5 mic.
I gotta listen to it again, man.
It's a 5 mic.
It's a 5 mic.
It's a 5 mic.
I gotta peep it.
Very hard for a soundtrack to do. But yeah,
it is. I really can't even think of like. I have a hard time sometimes because I act like I'm on the show and I'm like, what is a good? And I can't come up with one. I really can't. Like off top, I can't.
All right, so check this out, man. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to hop on the train right quick because it's going to come to its final stop. We got the last track of the night that we're about to play. This one, like always, I think I say this shit before every song. I'm like, yo, this one's a banger. You know what I mean? Like, I don't play nothing that's not a banger.
This one right here, though?
Let's get into this next one, man.
Ooh. Perfection. Yeah. This shit is
we got it right this time.
Yo, Thorough, what up? P.S.